Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto markets. In this video, I'll be discussing a new project built on Polkadot called Gamestar. And Gamestar will be the world's leading decentralized peer-to-peer trading platform. I'll be explaining why in this video. And Gamestar is set to have their IDO launch in 2 days' time. So I'll be covering all the details about that. So if that does interest you, be sure to stick with me until the very end of this video. And if you are new to Crypto Empire, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And let the gains be with you. Now, before we get into this video, I do need to mention that I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not to be taken for financial advice. And also, with that being said, the Crypto Empire community did actually have the opportunity to be early investors in this project, so keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about Gamestar. So as we can see right here, we're on the Gamestar website. Gamestar, the world's leading decentralized peer-to-peer trading platform, built on Polkadot to provide an efficient, safe, and profitable platform for global digital asset enthusiasts. Now first, let's read on so we have a better understanding of what Gamestar is doing and what problems it's solving, and then I'll get into why I think it has a lot of potential to be a massive project. So Gamestar Exchange is a revolutionary trading platform that allows peer-to-peer traders to directly connect their wallet to participate in the market. Did you hear that? They can directly connect their wallet. There is no custodial service. There is no escrow. Whereas most peer-to-peer marketplaces, you would have to put your funds into escrow. And if there's a dispute, if something happens, something goes wrong in the transaction on a peer-to-peer marketplace, it can take a long time for somebody to actually come and solve that dispute. So that in and of itself is absolutely huge. All transactions are hosted in a smart contract. The user manages their own private keys to maintain control of their assets and to avoid the security risk of centralized management. And then we can read on that the Gamestar Exchange does use an encrypted chat protocol, and this basically allows for no tampering of any messages, and they're all time-stamped. So in order to resolve disputes, make sure all transactions go smoothly between all parties, it's in an encrypted chat, so it cannot be changed once you send a message. That's very important. Also, it's built on Polkadot, so it does support multi-chain transactions. The platform supports Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain. I'm sure it's going to support all the other chains out there as well as it continues to develop. It's very early right now. Users can quickly realize asset conversion on chain while avoiding high transaction fees. Also, the token ecosystem incentives. So the GMS token, this by the way is already listed on CoinGecko, but the token generation event hasn't even taken place yet. It takes most projects a little bit of time after they even launch to get onto CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. So the fact that you see Gamestar already on it is a promising sign. So we can read on. Tokens are utilized to encourage fraud resistance, platform mining, transaction rewards, referral rewards, as well as incentives for the development and launch of community projects. We'll be talking about the token use cases and tokenomics in just a little bit of time, so be sure to stick with me until the very end. And then as well, this is very important, the Torus protocol. So the Torus protocol allows for a decentralized dispute of all transactions that need resolving. We can read right here, the community will vote to select decentralized experts on dispute arbitration. When a dispute arises, a certain number of nodes are randomly allocated to review transactions on the chain, and a consensus judgment is formed according to a consensus mechanism. Nodes need to pledge tokens when judging each dispute, then rewards or fines are given to nodes based on a review of the results of each transaction. Let me explain what I just read. I'll repeat it. Nodes need to pledge tokens when judging each dispute, then rewards or fines are given to nodes based on a review of the results of each transaction. So in order for you to dispute a claim on Gamestar, you need to pledge GMS tokens to become a node. And if you do a bad job with your disputes, you get penalized and you lose your tokens. So it does incentivize good behavior, good judgment, good moral character right here on this platform, which is very promising. We can then go ahead and read on. This mechanism will ensure an honest and fair operation, plus effectively solve the problem of asset loss caused by centralized customer service audits and audit errors in traditional peer-to-peer platforms. So that is absolutely huge. Now, speaking about traditional peer-to-peer platforms, we can look at the team right here, and the founder, Joshua Visor, this dude actually used to be the managing director of Paxful. And Paxful is the world's leading peer-to-peer Bitcoin marketplace. So I'm not going to be getting into detail on exactly what Paxful is. Just know that it is a peer-to-peer marketplace that millions of people do use from all around the world, and it is the biggest Bitcoin peer-to-peer marketplace. And the founder of Gamestar used to be the managing director of Paxful, and he moved on to create Gamestar because he wanted to be decentralized. So that is very important. He has a lot of experience with these types of projects, with these types of business operations, and that is absolutely huge. And while we're on the team right here, we can see they do have their CSO, their CMO, their CDO, their CRM, and then some advisors. We do have Mr. 100X himself, Francis, as well as Matthew K. So that is very amazing to see. Shout out to Mr. 100X from the Crypto Lifestyle, Francis. Now let's continue on with Gamestar. So it is going to be huge for online gaming, blockchain gaming, NFT items. You're going to be able to exchange all of these peer-to-peer without a centralized entity in charge of everything. Game items, currency, and CD keys are in high demand with the global gaming market. The site offers peer-to-peer game items, game currency, and CD keys for sale using a decentralized crypto wallet. Global trading knows no borders, the price is transparent and fair, and this creates an efficient asset flow. Now let's talk about NFT and metaverse game item market. This is going to be a huge market. The metaverse, if you don't know what the metaverse is yet, you will be hearing about it because it is completely changing how humans are going to be interacting in the future going forward. So we can read right here, Gamestar Exchange offers a gamer-focused NFT peer-to-peer trading market. Artists or game developers can publish auction information for collections, and collectors can advertise needs and sell corresponding work. All creations and transactions of artists and collectors on the platform will be rewarded with mining incentives. So this is huge metaverse trading marketplace. You're going to be hearing about this one, in my opinion, not financial advice. And also the gift card market, it's absolutely huge. This is a global market, and now you're going to be able to trade gift cards peer-to-peer in a decentralized manner. So we can see right here, offers peer-to-peer cryptocurrency and gift card transactions for global users. Custody is decentralized on users' personal wallets, optimized for fast trading, with a fair education process for disputed trades. So this is going to allow for simple and fast transactions. Moderators will be rewarded for correct decisions and penalized for wrong ones. We discussed that a little bit earlier. Safe and no fraud. Appeals are fair and efficient. Low transaction fees. So with the appeals, with the disputes with moderators, if something happened, if something went wrong on Paxful, it could sometimes take weeks to months for the dispute to be resolved. And that means that the individual's capital, right? This is a Bitcoin peer-to-peer marketplace. Their Bitcoin could be locked in escrow for weeks to months. And that is not a good feeling at all. If you have a large amount of capital locked in escrow, there's nothing you can do but wait for the dispute to get resolved. So Gamestar is going to solve that problem. That is absolutely huge. And then we can see right here the partners. Network is up on here. We also have currency.com, Street Trader, and a few other ones as well. I encourage you to do your own research, but I like seeing Network up here. Very bullish on this metaverse play-to-earn gaming project that is set to be going live next year. Now let's go ahead and move on to their IDO details. We can see that the IDO sale is going to be taking place in 2 days and 2 hours pretty much. So this is right around the corner. And we can see it's going to be launching on 3 IDO platforms. First one, Polkadot. It's going to be their first IDO, so that's huge. And then DuckStarter, DuckDAO, one of the biggest and most reputable IDO platforms out there, will be hosting this one, as well as Lightning. So you can see, you can go ahead and register now for these IDOs. I will leave this link down in the description below if that does interest you. We can also go ahead and move on. We already know about the Gamestar Exchange. We already talked about all of this. Now let's take a look at the roadmap. So here we are. We're in quarter 4 now of 2021. Time does fly by. So we can see right here that the IDO was supposed to launch in quarter 3, but they pushed it back, which is perfectly fine because they want to get it right. So now it's going to be in quarter 4 in 2 days' time. And they plan on having their peer-to-peer site up afterwards. They're going to be on decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges. They want to grow to 50K users and have 30 million trading volume. And then going into the new year, they want to develop their own Gamestar DEX for NFTs and peer-to-peer trading, of course. They want to grow their users to 100K in quarter 1, 2022 and have 60 million trading volume. And then by quarter 3, they want to grow their user base by 750,000 people. They want to have their DEX fully complete, and they want to have 200 million in total trading volume. Attainable goals, let's see them smash these goals going forward. Now let's take a look at the token distribution. So we can see right here 2.4% of the tokens are going to the seed round, 4% to private A, 3.6% to private B, 1% is going to the IDO, and then 15% to the team, 3.4% to the marketing, 0.6% for liquidity, 10% to the DAO, the decentralized autonomous organization, and then 60% to the ecosystem. It will be locked in the ecosystem. This is very big. Over half of the tokens will be locked in the ecosystem. That is what you like to see. And then let's take a look at the vesting period. This is also very well thought out, so it can't just be dumped on after it does actually go live. So the seed round, it's going to be a 1 month lockup where you won't get any tokens, and then you're going to get 12.5% monthly for 9 months after that initial 1 month lockup period. For private A, you're going to have a 2 week lock period, and then you'll be receiving 15% for 6 months. And then on the 7th month, you'll get 10%, the remaining 10% of your tokens. For private B, you're going to have a 1 week lockup. So what does this mean? It means at launch that nobody in the pre-sale will be able to actually dump on the market. So 1 week lockup, and then 16.6% each month for 6 months until you get all of your coins, of course. So for the IDO, you will get 100% of your tokens at the token generation event, the TGE. And then the team, it's going to be locked for 9 months. And this is 15% of the total supply, going to be totally locked for 9 months. And then they're going to be getting 12.5% per month for 8 months after that. Marketing, 12.5% for 8 months. Liquidity will be locked for 1 year. Ecosystem will be locked in the ecosystem. And then the DAO will be locked for 2 years. So those are some pretty solid tokenomics, if I do say so myself. There cannot be any pre-sale dumping when the token generation event does happen. So that is absolutely huge. Now, in regards to their token, we can go ahead and read right here on their white paper. And I have the team pulled up. So Joshua Visor, like I did say, former director at Paxful, and he does manage global accounts with Binance, Bithumb, OKX, Huobi, etc. Head of US, Canada, and UK growth, oversight of China, Vietnam, and Indonesia market. So he has worldwide connections, and he is the founder of this project right here, which is very promising to see. Now let's take a look at the token advantages and uses. So for the Gamestar token, you use the token to reduce your trading fees by 25%. This is massive. This incentivizes people holding the token if they're going to be using this exchange right away. Second, provides liquidity for investors and operating funds for the company. Third, incentivized system to reward loyal users and discourage fraud. That's very good. Fourth, it can be used as a universal token with other gaming-focused platforms. And fifth, for international use cases. So it does have a fair bit of utility. We can then go ahead and read on their Medium article about their token and what it is actually used for. Gamestar Exchange, a revolutionary new decentralized peer-to-peer exchange platform powered by its utility token GMS. This token's purpose is not speculation, that's important, but rather to energize the ecosystem, empower users, and develop the entire platform. Here's all you need to know about how the GMS token will revolutionize the future of NFT trading. So first of all, we already discussed it's going to be reducing the fees by 25%. It's going to work as collateral to grant traders the right to trade certain types of assets on the platform and to discourage fraud, and then work as advantage for Torus protocol. That's the decentralized conflict resolution in case a dispute does pop up between a transaction between the parties. So it's going to incentivize the judges to correctly adjudicate all the claims, right? You got to make the correct decision and you get rewarded or penalized depending if you make the right or wrong decision with that. And it does work as disincentive for Torus protocol judges to attempt to judge insincerely. We just said that. Be purchased with the proceeds of platform trading fees in order to further incentivize the ecosystem. So trading fees, you're going to buy GMS on the open market, and this is going to further incentivize the entire ecosystem. And the token will be used to incentivize loyal users. The protocol does allow for staking, and it provides rights and voting power in DAO governance. So this is huge. Token is a utility token. It has an actual use case. It will be used for something. So that is very encouraging, very promising for Gamestar. And then we can read on right here about the Torus Fair Judgment Protocol process. This is basically, like we discussed with Paxful, this is a huge thing. If something happens with your transaction, your money is going to be locked in escrow for possibly weeks to months. So With the Taurus protocol, this alleviates that problem altogether. So we can see right here, when there is a dispute, both parties of the transaction will initiate an appeal request through the API. According to the Taurus protocol, randomly selected expert nodes receive the appeal request and will act as judges. They are permitted to view all the information and attachments of the transaction. They may also ask both parties to provide more information. And then they're going to pick how the conflict should be resolved. If they do a good job, they'll get rewarded with GMS tokens. If they do a bad job, they'll get penalized, because remember, they have to put up a stake to become an active managing node within the Gamestar ecosystem, within the DAO. So if they do a bad job, they're going to basically be losing their money, and nobody likes to lose money. So that does incentivize, of course, them to do a good job. And then in regards to their DAO, we can see that Gamestar does not operate in the USA or OFAC countries, so we won't have to worry about any crackdowns, which are pretty common nowadays. So that is very promising to see as well. And we can also look at the Gamestar Twitter account, 8,000 followers right now. Go ahead and follow Gamestar on Twitter right now. And also they're going to be releasing details about their IDO, as well as after the token does go live. All of the updates can be found right here. I encourage you to go follow them on Twitter. And also they have an Instagram presence, so you can go ahead and follow them on Instagram at Gamestar Exchange. And while we're at it, I will say you should definitely go ahead and follow Crypto Empire CO on Instagram as well. All right, I would greatly appreciate that. So the Gamestar Exchange will be having their IDO for the GMS token in 2 days' time. You can go ahead and register right now for that IDO if that does interest you. And Gamestar does appear to have a lot of potential, being that the peer-to-peer marketplace and market is huge in general. It's a global market, and the fact that Gamestar will be the world's first decentralized peer-to-peer marketplace for gaming, for NFTs, for cryptocurrency, I think it has a lot of potential. But I did enough talking in this video. What about you? What do you think? Let me know in a comment down below. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you let me know by leaving a like. And if you are new to Crypto Empire, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.